A quick look back at Week 7 of high school football, and let's begin with some thrilling finishes. Edgewater limited Timber Creek's Jacquez Patrick to just 125 yards on 25 carries, but the Wolves still led the Eagles 17-7 at the break. But Edgewater controlled the second half, and Joe Clark ran in a game-winning 19-yard touchdown with just over a minute to play for the upset victory over number 8 Timber Creek. Number 12 Bishop Moore led Haggerty 20-7 in the fourth quarter, but the Huskies rallied to tie the game with a minute and a half to play. Then with 12 seconds left, Jake McIntyre bangs through this game-winning field goal from 31 yards out, his third of the game, and the Hornets improved to 6-0. Wekiva led East River 20-7 in the fourth quarter, but the Falcons also staged a late comeback and scored on a 12-yard run by Josh Castro to get within one with just over 2 minutes to play. East River went for two in the win. Tanner Hearn off his back foot throws it up and it's on the money, but Manning Brinson breaks it up to preserve a huge district win for the Mustangs. And there were a pair of games with late scores to win on Thursday as well. Austin Thompson tossed to Ezekiel Thomas, who takes this short pass and turns it into an 80-yard game-winning touchdown for Tavares with only a minute to play. More excitement from Thursday. Lake Brantley scored on a 24-yard run by Trace Christian late in the fourth quarter, and then Jared Bernhardt added what appeared to be a game-winning two-point conversion to put the Patriots up by 1. But Spruce Creek quickly drove the field, and with 9 seconds left, Nash Flood ran in the deciding score for the Hawks. Spruce Creek is 4-2 and still alive in 8A District 2. Number 5 Osceola and number 10 Lake Nona played in Friday's marquee matchup. The Lions led 14-7 at the half, but the Cowboys dominated the second half with 21 unanswered points to win 28-14. Ladarian Wilson had 3 rushing touchdowns for Osceola. Number 1 Mainland thrashed number 11 Oviedo 41-7 on Thursday. Denzel Houston completed 24 of 29 passes for 217 yards and 2 scores. He also ran in a touchdown. Adrian Killens had 180 rushing yards and scored 3 times. Number 3 West Orange ran just 15 offensive plays and still put up the highest point total in school history with a 63-6 win over Cypress Creek. Number 6 Oak Ridge went down 10-0 to Ocoee, but the Pioneers responded with 22 unanswered points for their 4th straight win. Number 7 Apopka had no trouble with Evans. The Blue Darters cruised to a 43-0 win, with Dimitri Birch rushing for 2 scores and throwing for another. Number 9 South Sumter improved to 7-0 with a relatively easy win over Brooksville Hernando, 36-12. The Raiders racked up 392 offensive yards in the victory. Number 13 Southlake is also still unbeaten. The Eagles handed St. Cloud its second straight loss by a score of 56-24. Quarterback Nick Guidetti threw for 336 yards and 3 touchdowns in just 3 quarters. And receiver Brandon Walker caught 2 of those touchdown passes and had 178 receiving yards. Orlando University shut out Colonial 35-0 in the annual boot game. Victor Vasquez had 137 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns for the Cougars, who have bounced back with 2 straight wins. Number 4 Lake Mary was tested on Thursday by Olympia and led by just 2 points at the half over the 1-5 Titans, thanks to a big game by receiver Dante Callaway. But the Rams pulled away in the second half to win 55-33, and Cannon Thompson threw for 214 yards and 3 scores. Number 14 Orange City University rebounded from a tough loss by topping Seminole 36-8 on Thursday. Jeremy Diaz had over 200 rushing yards with 2 touchdowns for the 6-1 Titans. DeLand is catching fire. The Bulldogs won their 3rd straight by crushing Lyman 51-0 on Thursday. Hunter Nordman threw 5 touchdown passes, all of them in the first half. After a slow start, Winter Springs is starting to gain some momentum. The Bears breezed past Lake Howell 36-3, and R.J. Bradley had 110 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns. And lastly, in Class 2A, Warner Christian locked up the District 3 title with a 48-0 win over Vero Beach St. Edwards.